Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is your man Roy coming at you with yet another Marvel Contest of Champions champion overview. And today we're going to look at one of my personal favourite champions that I have had since a duplicated 4-star and has seen me through some pretty solid content. Not given her not so recent buff, we are going to look today at She-Hulk in terms of how useful this player can be in even the most exhausting content. She has great utility, great buffs, great damage, and I think she is consistently undervalued as a champion even now. I know that there is some champions that are better at her abilities than what she is at the minute, but I would never write off this champion as being done. She does a solid job even at a 4-star level. So we're going to look at today, part 1 as always, looking at how best to defeat her, and the part 2 video, best how to use her as a champion going forward. So if you do like the video going forward, guys, make sure to hit the like. If you have any comments about the video, make sure and drop a comment below, and make sure you hit that subscribe button, because you guys run the channel. You tell me what you want, and I make the videos. So by all means, rattle a comment and subscription in there, and make sure you get what you want to see. But anyway, let's get into this. Let's search for this She-Hulk, and let's get down to business. So as always, guys, we are going to look at the abilities of this fully maxed out 6-star version of She-Hulk in the part 1 video in terms of how to beat her. Now, she does close quarters damage in all of her attacks and abilities, so we don't need to worry about ranged attacks. So actually fighting her is not too big of a deal. We can defeat her pretty easily as long as you have the standards in place in terms of dexterity, parry, and just all-round awareness of what this champion does. Now, some of her animations can be a bit slow, so you can get caught off guard. So this video will be hopefully useful. We'll look at the special 1 and special 2 if we can get up to that point. Let you see the video, let you see the animations, and that will give you that ability to make sure that when you're practicing against her, that you are fully aware in what she's capable of and can dodge her appropriately. Now, as per the previous videos, then we're going to look at the normal abilities, and then we'll look at the signature abilities awakened. Bearing in mind that these abilities are all based on fully maxed out version. So, initially, she is very good for arena, and that's because she has a passive induced panic, which overwhelms her overwhelming strength panics her foes, increasing the chance to launch a special attack by 15% for each of her personal passive fury effects. Now, the key word in a lot of She-Hulk's abilities since the revamp is the word passive. They can't be nullified because they're not a buff, they are passive. So they're not affected by ability accuracy, they can't be nullified, they can't be affected by stagger, so she is a very, very worthwhile champion to bring to the board. And in this case, if you're going up against her in terms of any fight where you're wanting to bait out special attacks, then every passive fury effect that you have on you is going to increase that chance of launching by 15% per charge. Also, because of her gamma radiated blood given to her by Dr. Bruce Banner, then she has full immunity to the poisons of the battle realm. Now, poison is one of the most fully utilised immunities in the contest, but not everyone that has a poison immunity has the same bang as She-Hulk, and I think this champion just really brings it to the board, especially for some of the later endgame content. Now, when being attacked or when attacking, she has a flat 11% chance to gain a passive fury effect, increasing the attack by a certain percentage for 8 seconds. Now, that fury can increase attack quite considerably at the higher levels. But even if not, any fury, any increase to attack is most definitely welcome. Now, on launching a special attack, if the opponent doesn't have class advantage, so if you're up against any class other than skill, then She-Hulk refreshes the duration of all personal passive fury effects. So ideally you want to get to a matchup where you're building those fury stacks and then launch a special attack which will refresh the duration. Now 8 seconds isn't too long. There is champions in the contest that have longer fury durations and more potent fury effects. But this is, because it's passive, again you're getting the benefit that it's not affected by other modifiers that would normally render those null and void. Now, heavy attacks is where she really comes into play. Now, she's especially effective against Mystic unstoppable champions. So, without naming any names, we're looking at Juggernaut. Because if the opponent is unstoppable, then this attack cannot be interrupted. So, if a Mystic unstoppable champion or any unstoppable champion launches an attack against her, then she's going to immediately break that attack, land the attack, the unstoppable effect is removed, and she also gains a passive fury effect that is almost double what she would normally gain from her flat percentage chance for the period of 8 seconds. She also causes a slow debuff for 12 seconds, which reduces unstoppable and evade ability accuracy by 100%, preventing unstoppable, but it doesn't trigger against natural class advantages, so again your skill-based champions. So not only is she good against unstoppable champions such as Juggernaut, Unstoppable Colossus, or any node where unstoppable is a factor, but also any natural evade champion. So most of your Spider-Verse champions, because that slow is attributed from the first hit of the special attack, you're looking at, especially Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen, but also champions such as Nightcrawler. They're unable to evade for the duration of that. So if you're just spamming heavy attacks throughout the quest, then you are stopping that evade ability, slowing it right down, and dealing damage at the same time. So, extensive weight training allows She-Hulk's passive fury effects and all stun debuffs to last up to 50% longer based on the size of the opponent, so larger opponents grant longer effects. So again, you're wanting to bring it into matchups with large champions, so you're looking at Hulk, Abomination, Juggernaut, Apocalypse, any champion that is large or extra large you want to bring to the matchup, because she is going to deal more damage through the passive fury extend effect, but also stun debuffs if you're using the parry mastery. So even on champions in Alliance War, or if you're looking at the arena, even champions that have a reduced stun ability, then this is going to extend said stun duration so you can still use a normal playstyle that you would manage. So again, a very, very versatile champion. Now, special 1 attack, a 100% chance to gain a passive fury effect, increasing attack by a certain percentage for 8 seconds, and a 75% chance to exhaust the opponent, which reduces critical damage rating, not by much, but it's still a reduction for 10 seconds. But the power gain effects are also reduced by 25% for each exhaustion debuff on them. So again, champions such as Mordo or Hyperion, even Vision Arcus with the power gain, if you manage to land that special 1 on a repeated cycle, then you are going to decrease the power gain on them. And although it's for 10 seconds, it's not much, but it does just give you that little ability to minimize the power gain that you get in order to control the fight in the manner that you want. Special attack 2 is really where She-Hulk really comes into her own. And this is the one that I certainly use a lot when I'm fighting her, is 100% chance to inflict Petrify for 15 seconds, which reduces opponent's regeneration and power gain by a flat 115%. So because it's over that 100%, then anybody that's got a regeneration or power gain rate on them is going to lose power or gain a regeneration debuff, I suppose you would call it, reduced in health. So again, champions like Mr. Sinister, Mordo, Hyperion, Wolverine, anybody that's got a regeneration or power gain effect, hitting them with that special 2 will negate that but also reverse it. And it's because it's for 15 seconds, it does give you quite a decent amount of time to carry on with the fight to try and build that back up. So in a fight where you're looking to control power gain or regeneration, then She-Hulk is a solid answer. And in Special Attack 3, we have a stun for 3.5 seconds, but also we inflict weakness, which reduces the target's attack by 65% for 14 seconds. Now, that's reducing it by over half of the attack rating for 14 seconds. So against any champion that is a big hitter, then you are going to severely limit the amount of damage that they can induce by launching that Special 3 attack. But as we said earlier on, the part 1 video is all about how we beat her, and beating her is very easy because she is very much a hands-on, close quarters combat champion. She doesn't have any ranged attacks, so as long as we know the animations, as long as we know the cycle, then she is pretty easy to defeat. So we're going to go into this, and we'll bring any champion really into this. So we'll bring my Storm into, we're going to go with Sunspot, so never mind. But what we'll try and do is we'll try and build her up to her Special 1 and Special 2, just so you can see the interaction with her. Sunspot's going to absolutely annihilate her. So again, close quarters, it's a backhand strike followed by a drop kick. It's not the most difficult attack in the world to dodge. I'm just hoping we kind of get, no, we're not going to get her up to Special 2 because Sunspot is ridiculously overpowered, and especially my 6-star version. So we're going to go back into the fight and we're going to use a lower version of a champion just so we can try and build it up to that Special 2 attack and let you see what the animation is, so you can again refer back to it when you're fighting yourself, so that you know what you're up against. So we'll actually bring our own 4-star version of She-Hulk into the mix, which you will be able to view in the part 2 video. And what we'll do in the part 2 video is also look at her awakened abilities. Let's see, I'm going to push her over. There we go. So again, the Special Attack 2 is normally a strike first of all, and then a launch. So it's a kick to the groin, and then a flying fist. So there are only ever 2 hits. You've either a drop kick, the backhand and then a drop kick, or the kick to the groin and the full-on special that is She-Hulk. But again, 4-star version easily beats the 6-star awakened fully maxed out version because we know what we're looking for in the fight. So as I said, the part 2 video will look at her awakened abilities in terms of her additional abilities. She doesn't need the awaken. She's very, very useful just with her core abilities. The awaken abilities just give her a little bit more va-va-voom. And her synergies aren't really much to write home about. But again, understanding the champion makes it easy to win defeat. So again, we're looking at this video in terms of knowing the animations, knowing the timings that you want to get down to defeat her. And the part 2 video will be looking at her attacking mechanics that just makes her so fantastic to use. So again guys, if you did like the video, then please smash that like button. Feel free to drop a comment in the section below if you want to see anything about this, or if you have any comments about the video, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get alerted to any new videos. I do apologise for not having put any new content up lately. I've been pretty busy, but hopefully we'll be back to business as usual. So if there is anything you want to see, make sure and get it in. But until next times, guys, take care, all the best, and we will catch you soon. Take care and bye for now.